Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tony Catigliaro Memorial Gymnasium for Division III North quarterfinal basketball. The boys from St. Mary's taking on their rival in the Catholic Central League, Arlington Catholic. They'll be playing for the third time. St. Mary's looking for a sweep. They've won both games against Arlington Catholic. The last one they won here at St. Mary's was by 23 points. So they're looking to move ahead. St. Mary's comes away with the basketball. Echeverria for three from the corner, no good. St. Mary's going full court, man to man. Thrown away, stolen away. Echeverria. Nice job giving it to Roseros, who's getting a start today. It's Roseros, Marcus Brunson Perez, Echeverria, Badmus, and Abate Walsh. Missed the free throw. Badmus had it, tipped it, got it back. Brunson Perez almost lost it. Abate Walsh off the rim, no good. Patrick Bradley Cooney is 4. 11 is Timothy Magliozzi. 13 is Joseph Greenwood. 32 is Cameron Garber. And 33 is John Connaughton for Arlington Catholic. Still straight man-to-man by St. Mary's. The winner of this game gets Dracut in the semifinals at a neutral site. Shot clock winding down. They got to get it up. Tipped by Brunson, stolen away. The lob up. Badmus couldn't stuff it. Abate Walsh went up, not only blocked it, he picked it off in the air. Held on, grabbed it. What a defensive play by Abate Walsh. Brunson Perez for three, no good. Air ball picked off by Abate Walsh. Knocks it down for two, Walsh. Shot is short, goes out of bounds. Actually, he got saved by Roseros. Strong to the basket, Badmus gets fouled. They're going to have trouble covering him. Badmus gets on the board. Roseros earning a start in this one. He's been playing extremely well for St. Mary's as Badmus makes both. Badmus is going out and Lee Pacheco coming in the ballgame as Arlington Catholic takes a timeout. St. Mary's quickly out 6-0. Girls won the other night here. They move on to the semis. They're going to be playing arch rival Fenwick in Woburn on Tuesday night. The boys, if they win, will move on to play at St. John's Prep against Dracut. St. Mary's beat Saugus here the other day. They get two home games being the number one seed. Arlington Catholic knocked off Greater Lawrence to get here to the quarterfinals. Arlington Catholic 12-9 on the season. St. Mary's 21-2. And the two games they lost to, I think it was Mashpee, who was a reigning state champion, and they lost to Springfield, the #1 team in the West. St. Mary's goes trap, half court. Up and good by Garber. So it took them 2.5 minutes, but they get on the board. A wild shot by Abate Walsh. Up and good by Connaughton. So St. Mary's ran 6, Arlington Catholic runs 4. He bounced it off his foot. Mazeros, and Arlington Catholic gets the turnover. Connaughton draws the foul. The two big guys getting involved for Arlington Catholic, getting the 4 points. Now with a chance to tie it up. Not quite at the halfway mark of this first period. Off the rim, no good. Badmus is coming back. And I think Josh Perez is wearing a different number. They miss them both. Pacheco with the rebound. Josh Perez, maybe that's why he didn't get the start. He had to get a jersey. Badmus way outside. Almost lost it. Pacheco saved it. Echeverria from the corner won't go. Tipped up. Arlington Catholic has the basketball. 3-point basket by Bradley Cooney. Seven to 6, Arlington Catholic. Badmus takes care of that. So St. Mary's ran 6. Arlington Catholic said, we'll raise you one. And they got their first lead of 7 to 6, but Badmus takes it right back. Shot, no good. Badmus takes it away from Perez. Echeverria tried to get it inside. It got tipped. They give it back to Echeverria. In and out. Nice rebound inside. Connaughton got great position inside and rebounded the miss. And Anawagu's coming in. He hasn't played in a while with that knee problem. Off the rim with the first one. Being bothered by the student body that's over to our right. That's the St. Mary's student body. Arlington Catholic brought a few as well. That one is good by Connaughton. And we're tied at 8. Badmus is going to get called for the offensive foul. Badmus has been mentioning to the official that he's getting elbowed. And now they go up court and they call it on Badmus. Tipped away, but right into the hands of Greenwood. Stripped away, and we got an offensive foul. Arlington lowered his shoulder and rammed right in. St. Mary's loses it. They caught, it went off St. Mary's. St. Mary's got a break. Now, Arlington takes the pass away. I don't know if St. Mary's thought this was going to be a very easy game because they beat him here last time. Steps called. Felipe took an extra step. He was going to try and take the shot. Over the top to Badmus. Echeverria hasn't been able to hit a shot. He gets blocked by Garber, but the foul will be on Garber, and Echeverria will get two at the line. Maybe this will loosen him up a little bit. He hasn't hit a shot yet. Missed the free throw. He's really having a tough start. Abate Walsh comes in. Brunson Perez goes out. So St. Mary's has their tri-towers in there. Onawagu, Badmus, and Abate Walsh. He missed them both. Stolen away by Echeverria. That might get him going. He gets on the board with just over a minute left in the period. Almost stolen away again. Now it is stolen away. Josh Perez stole it. Echeverria two in a row. He was wide open. He almost stole it as the momentum carried him into the backcourt. Josh Perez stole the ball. They forced him to alter the shot. Onawagu and Abate Walsh. Inside the Badmus, easy layup. St. Mary's 6 in a row. Breaking that 8-8 tie. No good. Abate Walsh with the rebound. Arlington Catholic is not going to get more than probably one shot at the basket with those three guys out there. Wide open, Echeverria around the rim and out. And we're going to foul on the floor against Arlington Catholic. St. Mary's will have 1.5 seconds. They'll have to catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. At the buzzer, he throws it in. So Arlington Catholic led 7-6. St. Mary's wound up in a tie, 8-8. St. Mary's runs the last 8 points of the period, and St. Mary's opens up a 16-8 lead over Arlington Catholic at the end of one. Basketball. They're trying to move the fans. Fans, a very big crowd here. It's snowing out. People thought it won't be that big a crowd here, but they're spilling out. They're around the court. They filled the stands. Anawago picks up the foul. They used to be able to go upstairs over down court up above the backboard, but can't do that anymore. They closed it all in. Very good crowd here. Shot is shot, out of bounds. Simi Batista is in the game, and Echeverria getting a bit of a rush. Anawago got hit going to the basket. Third foul on Connaughton. And he's one of their big guys. If he has to come out, they're going to be even more hard pressed on the backboard. Shot no good. He's got to take a seat. That's a big void for Arlington Catholic. Anawago gets on the board. Boy, they're really making Greenwood work. The runner goes. I don't know who number 34 is. Now I know who it is. Ryan Svensson gets a three-point play. Around the rim and out. And we got a foul against Josh Perez going over the back of Svensson. He's come off the bench with Connaughton going down, and he's giving him a little bit of a lift. He got a three-point play, and now he picks up the foul and gets the ball back to Arlington Catholic. Echeverria is back in. Brunson Perez is back in. Shot clock winding down. Shot bounces and goes. Kyle Acey gets the bounce. (17-13) St. Mary's. Batista took steps. Arlington Catholic can get a little closer. They've cut that 8-point deficit in half, holding St. Mary's to a free throw the first 2 minutes of this period. I don't know if you want to go behind the back dribbling with the kind of pressure St. Mary's is putting on defensively. Bradley Cooney couldn't decide if he wanted to go right or left, so he went both ways and winds up with a travel. Rosieris is back in the game, so they're very small. Badman's the only big man for St. Mary's. Brunson Perez moves inside. Badmus will get fouled going to the basket. They doubled up on him. They could give that foul to anybody. They give it to Bradley Cooney, his second. So with 5:42 left in the half, St. Mary's will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Around the rim and out. He makes one. Greenwood gets double teamed. He beats it. Long three-point bomb is good. Second trifecta for Bradley Cooney, and all of a sudden it's a two-point game. St. Mary's has 2 free throws in the period, and we played 3 minutes. Steps called against Badmus. Old Mr. Momentum is now wearing blue and gold instead of white and gold. A 2 will tie it, a 3 would give them the lead. Great move by Magliozzi. Second tie, and it's been H off the rim, no good. A 10-2 run is tied at 18. The foul will be against Waziris. Both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Heard the St. Mary's girls last night. They were in double penalty. Alcee likes to bounce it off the rim. He got his basket that way. Now he gets his free throw that way. St. Mary's girls was in double penalty with 40 seconds left in the period. Arlington Catholic by 2. Batista had it blocked, and they pick up a foul. Alcee was there to block it, but they're going to get him. That's only the third point, all 3 of them from the free throw line. And we played just about half a period. They finished with an 8-0 run in the first period. Looked like they had momentum going. And all of a sudden, they've gone stone cold. He makes them both. Batista will take a seat. Henry Maraca comes in the ball game. Young freshman. Has played very well for St. Mary. Greenwood against Echeverria. Shot is shot right into the hands of Badmus. Inside the Maraca, he gets fouled. Echeverria gave up the shot for the easy layup for Maraca. And St. Mary's, after this, that's the third foul on Bradley Cooney. He's got to come out as well. Maraca getting 2. After this, St. Mary's will get 2 the rest of the way. Around the rim and out. Pacheco's coming in. Badmus is going out. No good. Score stays tied at 20. Three-point bomb. Ryan Svensson, he's come off the bench and give him 6. No good. Maraca saved it going down. Tipped and knocked out. Brunson Perez going out. Josh Perez coming in. 3:10 left in this first half. Off Maraca's foot. Arlington Catholic comes away with it. Pacheco slaps it away. Magliozzi beat the first defense, but Pacheco hustled back and slapped it away. Tough shot, hung there, didn't go. Nice try by Niembo. Tipped and knocked out off St. Mary's. They slapped it off Echeverria. Well, Joel Burke, the coach of Arlington Catholic, if you told him this is going to be like this, he'd have been a very happy man. Three-second call against Arlington Catholic. We mentioned St. Mary's beat them by 23 last time. They held them to 48 points, putting up 71. And that was with the bench playing most of the fourth period. Off the rim, no good. Pacheco tipped it, saved it, but right to Arlington Catholic. Good hustle by Pacheco. Two minutes and counting. Another three-point bomb. 9 points in a period by Svensson. Pacheco ends the run. You can imagine the floor could get a little slippery here. All the fans hunkered out around, behind the backboard up court, sitting very close to in the first rows, lining the doorway, not even in the gym. And with the snow, strong drive by Felipe. Echeverria hits a three. First trifecta of St. Mary's. They usually have 7 or 8 by this time. They almost got it back. Badmus with the rebound. Tough shot by Echeverria. Took it very quickly. Stolen away by Echeverria for the layup. They almost stole it again. Yes, Pacheco knocked it loose. Around the rim and out. Arlington Catholic can take the last shot. Blocked. Badmus will hold on. That'll do it. So it's tied at 8. St. Mary's won an 8-0 run to end the first period, up 8. Arlington Catholic come out, went on a 12-2 run to take a 20-10 lead. St. Mary's tied it at 20. A 6-0 run by Arlington Catholic gave them a 6-point run, but then St. Mary's goes on a 7-2 run at the end. And that makes it 28-27. Arlington at halftime, still a very happy Arlington Catholic team going into the locker room. Nobody expected to be this close after a blowout win here the last time by St. Mary's, but maybe they took them a little too lightly. David Brown will have something to talk about in the locker room. But at halftime right now, Arlington Catholic leads St. Mary's 28-27. St. Mary's will have the basketball. Arlington Catholic has a 1-point lead as we go back and forth. Inside the Badmus, missed the layup, gets it back. It got knocked out by Arlington Catholic. He thought he got fouled, they didn't call it. Echeverria finally woke up a little bit. He got 9 to lead St. Mary's. Badmus picks up his 9th point. They go back to that very tough man-to-man defense. Off the rim, no good. Greenwood comes away with it. Swatted away. Hanawago just said, get it out of here. Swatted away. Connaughton tried to go in the basket. Swatted away again. Bradley Cooney almost picked it off, knocked it out. Boy, the best thing ever happened to Arlington Catholic was Connaughton picked up his 3rd foul, went out. They brought in Ryan Svensson. He had 2 threes, got 9 points in the 2nd period, and helped Arlington Catholic get their lead. Abate Walls for 3. They made him alter the shot. He saw Badmus and Onawago behind him. Inside the Badmus, offensive foul. He gets away with it sometimes, he doesn't get away with it other times. He really banged his way in that time. Swatted away again. And they knocked Badmus down. Bradley Cooney said, he picked up his 4th foul. He said, you're not going to slam it. He knocked him away. Badmus will get 2 at the line. He makes them both. He's got 11. And we got a timeout by Arlington Catholic. So another 6-0 run, this one by St. Mary's, to open up the third period. And they jumped out now to a 6-point lead. Actually 7-0, the run. They've opened up a 6-point lead. They led by 8 at the end of the first period. Arlington Catholic wiped that out. And Arlington Catholic, they were tied at 20, but Arlington Catholic led the rest of the way. St. Mary's cut it to a point at halftime. So they led 7-6. They led 20-10. And that little run of 6 made it 26-20. Their biggest lead of 6. Now St. Mary's, their biggest lead was 8. As Arlington going against Badmouth. Tip. Knocked out by St. Mary's. Ottawago couldn't save it. He tipped it, couldn't go get it. Boy, they're really making Greenwood work. He hasn't scored a point, but he's bringing the ball up, handling the basketball. They now know if they go inside, they're going to get it swatted away. Now they throw it away. Defense starting to bother Arlington Catholic here in the early parts of this third period. And so he's sitting right, taking the ball out of bounds right in front of the Arlington Catholic fans. Josh Perez, something happened. They lost his jersey. Off the rim, no good. Greenwood pushing it up. Kicks it out. Shot off the rim, no good. Ed Sevilla took it away. Gives it to Perez for the layup. Second. This is actually a 9-point run. Ball goes to the floor. Everybody diving for it. Arlington Catholic called a timeout. Ottawago went down. They're worried about him with that knee. So Arlington Catholic forced to take a timeout with the ball on the floor. A jump ball would have gone to St. Mary's. So they've matched their biggest lead of the ball game. Arlington Catholic got momentum going in, up by a point. Well, then St. Mary's comes out. A 9-0 run. And all of a sudden it's back to an 8-point lead for St. Mary's. Going to be hard for them to go inside with those big trees in here. Shot clock winding down. They got to do something. They're going to call it against Lopez for leaning in, and Greenwood did a pretty good job of leaning back. So that'll give them a fresh 30 seconds. 3 minutes into this third period. St. Mary's trying to right the ship. He had a tough first half. Swatted away again. Ottawago. Garber trying to go inside. Ottawago said, I don't think so. And they throw it away. It went off Connaughton. They're going to bring Svensson back in the game. Ryan Svensson. Stolen away by Svensson. Right away has an impact. He got 9 big points. And now they throw it away. Arlington going to the basket, got tied up. Svensson came out. Arlington thought he was going to the corner, bounced the ball into the Arlington Catholic fan section. We got a foul against Arlington Catholic. I thought they might call travel against Echeverria. He'll get 2 at the line. He makes one. He missed the first 2. Roseras and Pacheco are coming back. Biggest lead of the game for St. Mary's, 10. Svensson had it blocked again. Every time they go inside, Onawagu, Abate Walsh. Bad miss, they're just whacking it away. Greenwood reached around, Echeverria knocked it away. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Abate Walsh has got a huge height advantage against Svensson. Echeverria got bumped out of bounds. So they'll get a fresh 30 on the clock. Off the rim, no good. Pacheco high in the air. They're going to get him for going over the back. Svensson covered by Onawagu. Tipped away. They lose it out of bounds. We played almost 5 minutes. Arlington Catholic hasn't scored in this period. Roseras can't hit it. Elsie with the rebound. Svensson. Foul will be against Onawagu. That's a tough assignment. They might want to switch up. Maybe Pacheco should. Roseras is now looking like he's going to cover Svensson. No, still Onawagu. Pacheco's under the basket covering Elsie. They might want to switch up. Tough shot. Echeverria had it. Greenwood knocked it away. Svensson shot, no good. Tip. Roseras takes it away. Nice job. Give it to Echeverria. Great hustle by Roseras. Got to the ball first, took it away. Went the length of the court. At the last second, dished it off to Echeverria for the easy layup. Onawagu picks up his third foul. He's going out. Batista and Badmus will come back in. 2:11 left. Arlington Catholic hasn't scored in the period. Badmus comes out. He picked up his third foul. Three-point basket by Connaughton. He just gave that little bow and arrow shot. He should look at the scoreboard. That's their first basket, and there's 2 minutes to go. Shot, no good. Connaughton with the loose ball. Tipped and taken away by Pacheco. Chiveria for three. Greenwood, a little push off. He's got away with that all night. Brunson Perez is going to get called for the grab, and that's going to put Greenwood at the line. With 1:06 left in the third period, Arlington Catholic will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Greenwood's hurting. He's been a tired young man. Boy, he has worked extremely hard. He's looking for his first point from the line. He's limping badly on that right foot. He should be getting one-on-one at the line. The left leg, I think, is really bothering him. He's had to work extremely hard just to get the ball over half court. They haven't charged him with a timeout, but they're taking an awful lot of time. Now they're bringing they're worried about the wet spot on the floor. That'll give them a few extra seconds. Greenwood gets his first point. It's only the fourth point for Arlington Catholic in this third period. In and out. Pacheco with the rebound. Pacheco does a nice job. Brunson Perez picked off the rebound, had an easy layup for two. Greenwood again working awful hard just to get the ball over half court. No good. Tipped up. Knocked out by Arlington Catholic. So they had smiles on their faces going in, up a point at halftime. But all of a sudden, Ole Miss momentum has really changed sides. There's about a 5-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock. Josh Perez got knocked down. He's going to get three at the line. Somehow they lost his shirt, or he lost his shirt. They were digging through the warm-up shirts trying to find his number 3. They can't find it. First one misses. Morocco is coming back. Brunson Perez going out. So St. Mary's very small now. Pacheco, the biggest guy on the floor. Makes 1 out of 2. And they throw it away. They just bounced it right at the feet. Svensson went out of bounds. St. Mary's can take the last shot. Doesn't sound. He almost threw it in. It wouldn't have counted, but almost throwing it in was Felipe. So they hold Arlington Catholic to 1 basket, 4 points in the 3rd period. St. Mary's turns a 1-point deficit into a 14-point lead as they get 19 points, outscoring Arlington Catholic 19-4 in the 3rd period. It's St. Mary's 46. Arlington Catholic 32 at the end of 3. Arlington Catholic has the basketball and they have a mountain to climb. 28 points in the first half, 4 points in the 3rd period. Stolen away by Badmus. Felipe took it back. Shot, no good. Svensson tries to bounce it inside. Tipped away. Batista comes away with it. Stolen away. Greenwood has to pull it out. Shot, no good. It goes out off Gaba. Three-point basket by Echeverria. This is the St. Mary's team in this 3rd period plus that we expected to see the whole game. We didn't see him in the first half. Tough shot by Gaba. Falling away. Batista with the rebound. Badmus with the rebound. Can't hit it. Tipped up. Tipped again. Greenwood. Magliozzi. Connaughton gets the basket. Off the rim, no good. Magliozzi with the rebound. Greenwood again, hustles it up. Felipe pulls it back out to midcourt. Strong drive to the basket by Felipe. Josh Lopez can't hit it. Magliozzi with another rebound. Svensson, reach-in foul against St. Mary's. That's going to put Svensson at the free throw line. Onawagu and a big Walsh coming back. Badmus is limping a little bit going out. He's taking a couple of hard falls. Benson's the leading scorer for Hunt Catholic. He's got 10 coming off the bench, 9 in the second period. Makes them both. And the lead is 11. As Maraca brings it up. Steps called against Hanawagu. Abate Walsh has been going inside with the big height advantage, but they haven't given him the ball. Echeverria has been a thorn in Greenwood's side all day. Had to alter the shot with Hanawagu. Abate Walsh blocked it from behind. That's going to be the fourth foul on Connaughton. Arlington Catholic still has one to waste. Looking for the wraparound, can't get it, but gets knocked down. Echeverria. Now both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. And that's the fifth foul on Connaughton. He's going out. So one of the big guys is out. Hangs and pops out. He doesn't miss really. He's missed 3 today. It is Greenwood again, having to work very hard to get over the timeline. He just double dribbled, they didn't call it. 2-point basket by Garber. They try to drop it off to Abate Walsh. Magliozzi carried it. Abate Walsh off the rim. Maraca does a nice shot, tipping it to Josh Perez. Can't hit it. Abate Walsh can't get it to go. Maraca saves it again. Reach-in foul will put Echeverria at the line. The basket went, but it won't count. They're getting Svensson for a charge. .307 left, so it's, unless lightning strikes, it's going to be St. Mary's against Dracut. I think it's Tuesday night at St. John's Prep. Three-point basket by Raziris. Tough shot. Spencer going against Luongo, but he drew the contact. Got no chance of putting the ball in the basket. He's 4 for 4 from the line. 5 for 5. He's got 13 points. Two and a half and counting. Stolen away by Svensson. Josh Lopez commits the foul. Svensson's going to be back at the free throw line. We mentioned the last time they played here at St. Mary's. St. Mary's blew Arlington Catholic away. It was 23 points the difference, but it wasn't that close. Benson's done a job and a half coming off the bench. He's only an 8th grader. He's a tall 8th grader, but he's an 8th grader. Foul against Echeverria. He'll get 1-on-1 at the line. Both teams will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Spencer's a big boy for an 8th grader. He's got a little bit of a baby face, but missed another one. Now a collision trying to steal the ball. Greenwood's going to go to the free throw line. That's 5 on Josh Lopez. Hanawago's going to come in. 2:06 left. Greenwood will get 2 at the line. I mentioned both teams in double penalty. Greenwood's going to be a tired young man. He's going to have a lot of rest between now and going to school Monday. We got timeout, St. Mary's. 2:06 left. St. Mary's by 10. They held it up to 16. It was 14 at the end of 3. So that 14-point lead at the end of 3 has been cut to 10. But time is not on Arlington Catholic side. Foul trouble isn't either. St. Mary's content, shorten the game up and run some clock. Arlington Catholic trying to double up. That's where he dribbles out of it. The reach-in foul against Garber. Ottawago will get 2 at the line. Ottawago only has a point, but boy, he came in and clogged that middle in the 3rd period, where Arlington only scored 4 points. Doesn't get the bounce. Blocked a few shots, altered a few shots, and St. Mary's was able to run a 19-4 run. That's the difference in the game. Missed them both. Tough shot. Going to the middle, you got to alter that shot. Knocked out by Felipe. Arlington Catholic now will help the Skelter playing double all the time. Ottawago's going to the bench. Brunson Perez, another ball handler, will come in. And no foul. They're going to turn this into a free throw shooting contest. Arlington Catholic is a senior-laden team. They got 9 or 10 seniors. Ottawago's got to come back. Might be offense, defense with Brunson, Perez, and Ottawago the last minute 23. So Brent Ottawago went to block under the basket, play defense. As Greenwood pushes it up. Arlington Catholic, if they score, they have to score very quickly. And they did. Greenwood gets a 3-point play if he makes the free throw. Strong drive, he went right down the middle. The middle was wide open. And now Ottawago's going out. Brunson Perez will come back in to handle the pressure put on by Arlington Catholic now. Greenwood can get it under double digits, but it's too little too late now because there's only 1:17 left. As Magliozzi picked up his 4th foul. Badmus goes out. Greenwood commits the foul. Ottawago will come back. They got 5 guards on the floor for offense because they want to move the ball against this full court press. Roseros makes the free throw. Gets it back up to 10. He can make it 11. Ottawago blocked that with his elbow. That's his 5th foul. He's got to go out. Perez is going to replace him anyway. 1:04 left. just keep extending this fourth period with all the fouls. Pacheco is getting set to come in. Felipe is going to get 2 at the line. Pacheco will come in. Batista goes out. Again, Arlington Catholic can get into single digits, but again, it's only 1:04 left, so they put up a battle. They played extremely well, a lot better than they did the last time they traveled here. No good. Tipped up from Pacheco to Roseros. They called it on Magliozzi. One official was turning his back as Magliozzi grabbed Roseros. Roseros will get 2. So Arlington Catholic is going to wind up 12-10. St. Mary's is going to pick up their 22nd win. This is a young team. They lose a lot with Echeverria and Anawagu. And those are the only seniors they lose. They missed the layup. They had it wide open. They grabbed Echeverria. Probably should be an intentional foul, but it's not. Arlington Catholic is going to empty their bench and take their players out. And St. Mary's, I think, is going to put some of their subs in as well. 46 seconds left. Echeverria is going to get 2. Eight points in the period by Echeverria, 5 of them from the free throw line. David Brown is in, Ali Barry is in. Quanah O'Neal is in. Boy, if you told people at the end of the first half or midway through the first period that Echeverria was going to get 25, they would have said, I don't think so. He was having a lot of trouble, missed 2 free throws, missed shots. St. Mary's student body have their phones lit up, waving goodbye to Arlington Catholic. A wild shot by Simmons. They give it to Arlington Catholic.
You're all ugly. You're all ugly.
Steps called. St. Mary's doesn't have to shoot. The Arlington fans and the St. Mary's student body getting into it. David Brown's just going to hold the ball out. As the clock is winding down, they won't take a shot. Arlington Catholic played them tough. Arlington Catholic leading by a point at halftime. But St. Mary's holds them to 23 points in the second half, 4 in the third period. And that was the difference. St. Mary's came out on fire in the third period, outscored Arlington 19-4 to wipe out that 1-point digit lead at halftime for Arlington, turned it into a 14-point lead for St. Mary's, and then they coasted and won it by 13 as they outscore Arlington Catholic 37-23 over the final 2 periods. It took them a little while to get going. They slumped a little bit, but they had a little bit of a run at the end of the first period to get an 8-point lead, a little bit of a run at the end of the second period to cut it to a point. They come out and went on a 13-0 run to open up a 12-point lead. It ended at 19-4 to make it a 14-point lead at the end of 3. And they just traded baskets in the fourth period. And St. Mary's will pick up their 22nd win. Arlington Catholic will finish a good season at 12-10 with a win in the tournament, but they lose for the third time. St. Mary's hits the trifecta against Arlington Catholic. They win all 3. For Arlington Catholic, Greenwood had to work very hard to get 7 points, 4 of them from the free throw line. He played very well. Ryan Svensson gave him a big boost off the bench, getting 9 points in the second period, 6 more in the fourth period. He was the leading scorer with 15, the only double-digit scorer for Arlington Catholic. For St. Mary's, Brunson Perez had 4, Pacheco had 2, Abate Walsh had 7, Batista had 2, Onawago had a point, Perez had 3, Roseras had 9, Badmus had 11, Echeverria had 25. As 9 different scorers get on the sheet for the Spartans, and they move on. They're going to play at St. John's Prep, maybe Monday or Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday. They'll play Drake in the semifinal with a look towards going to the division final. But right now, they'll celebrate this quarterfinal win over Arlington Catholic. They beat them with a big second half. After being down a point at halftime, they outscore them in the second half. (37-23) to win it going away. St. Mary's 64, Arlington Catholic 51, the final. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.